Alright, so Rockstar Games has a game that is coming out very soon. Well, we don't know if it's a game or a DLC or what. We're going to talk about that in this video. But Rockstar Games has a project that's coming out very soon. So soon, in fact, that it's already getting classified around the world. And it actually got denied in Australia. That's how we even learned about it. So it wasn't supposed to come out. It was supposed to quietly get approved and then come back. However, the no, basically, is what tipped everybody off. Now, what's cool about the fact that it's already getting classified is that it means it's super close to release. And we know that because, I mean, well, we've all seen game trailers, right? And at the end of the trailer for a game that's coming out fairly soon, it's like, game is not yet rated. That is because it's not classified yet. And if they're already getting it classified, then that means literally it's going to come out with its first trailer and have a rating. It's going to be, you know, XYZ. And that is going to be that. Now, knowing Rockstar, it's definitely going to be an M-rated game. However, what's interesting about it is that we would have had a trailer by now if it was Bully 2. It's definitely not GTA 6. I've seen some people saying that. It's definitely not GTA 6 at all. Don't even, like, if you're excited for GTA 6, I'm sorry, because it's going to be 4 years before you get your hands on that game. And something I think is worth noting here is that the code name for this project is actually Bonaire. And Bonaire is actually an island in the Caribbean. Is it Caribbean or Caribbean? I'm not sure. I always say Pirates of the Caribbean, but I think I say Caribbean otherwise. But regardless, it's actually an island in the Caribbean. So that leads a lot of people to think that it's a Guarma DLC or something like that, but I just really don't think Guarma had enough going on. I've gone over there numerous times. There's, you know, there's some stuff there, and it's kind of cool to go there, and I wish it was more easily accessible and online in general, and in the story mode, I guess, actually, but I really don't think that there's enough there to make an entire DLC out of. But I did want to say, I did feel like it was thrown into the main game. I felt like there was a lot of cut content there, and it's definitely possible that either, you know, some of that cut content is being restored for the PC port of the game, because when Grand Theft Auto 5 did come out on PC, it had a ton of extra content in it just for the PC port to get people to buy it again on PC. But I wanted to mention here that it's called Bonaire, because I don't really touch on that for the rest of the video, and I feel like, you know, it is a piece of information that you guys need to be working with. So my point here is that, like, if it was Bully 2, we would have seen a way bigger rollout for this. There would have been a trailer a long time ago. There's no way they're, like, done with Bully 2 to the point where they're getting it certified, because when you're getting something certified or classified or, you know, however you want to call it, it's done. You can't add stuff to that game really, except for like graphical changes and settings and things like that. You can't add content to it because then it has to get re-rated. And granted, I'm sure Rockstar's not above that, right? Like if it's gonna work really well, they'll add that content in. However, it is just like, you know, you don't send this off unless you're sure, pretty much. And so the fact that it got sent off to Australia means that they're prepping for a worldwide release of a title that is seemingly unannounced, is seemingly ghosted, right? Now, my big guess here is that it's going to be the PC port for Red Dead Redemption 2. I've seen a lot of people speculating that it's story DLC. I think I've seen a lot of people also really hoping it's like a Guarma expansion for online. Of those three, that being the PC port, the story DLC, and the online expansion, I think online expansion is way more likely than story DLC, but I still think PC port is more likely than story DLC at this point. So for me, that's kind of where I draw the line. I don't really know if I'm leaning more towards a Red Dead Online expansion where we can go to Guarma and etc., or if I'm leaning towards the PC port. And I actually asked the famous Rockstar ex-leaker on Twitter. I'm sure you guys all know who he is, but I actually asked him on Twitter, and he said he would be leaning towards a PC port since he already knew that it was coming, and that makes sense to me. However, he also said that it could be the story DLC, and I just don't see Rockstar putting together a story DLC at this point. The way the cast has reacted when asked about story DLC, granted they're actors and actresses, so I understand that view of it, but I just don't really feel like it's coming at this point. I would love it to. You know, there's this whole big thing with the Alien DLC a while back, and like I got really excited for that. I know a lot of people did too, and then it came out that was fake, and it's really just, you know, I just don't think it's where Rockstar's going to put their chips for Red Dead Redemption 2. They know they've got that in the bag, right? They know that they've got the story mode, and it's awesome, and nobody can touch it, right? Like, no game developer is even close to doing what they did with the story mode, and they know that, at least until Cyberpunk 2077 comes out, and even then, there's still such on polar opposite ends of the spectrum that Red Dead Redemption 2 is still its own experience. It's going to be really hard for a developer to even get close to in terms of quality. And so it's, you know, they don't really need to do anything there. But where they do need that extra quality boost is in Red Dead Online, and the game entirely lacks presence on PC, which is a huge player base. So in terms of money, and we know Rockstar and Take-Two love their money, I believe it's going to the PC port as well. However, I just don't know at this point. I really am kind of at a loss. It very well could be the story DLC. It also could be the Red Dead Online expansion as well. And I mean, I think I'm more just personally leaning towards a PC port because I'm super excited for it, so it's probably a huge amount of bias there. But I want to know what you guys think. That's why I waited a little bit, because I wanted everybody to hear about it. Now I feel like I've done a pretty good job explaining it, at least enough surface level information to where you guys can make a prediction. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think Rockstar Games Bon Air is. And that is going to be the end of this video. So thank you guys for tuning in. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys very soon with a brand new Red Dead Online video. Peace.